got griefed. You just got griefed, and
They
we're
did.
not even in the game.
I know. Yeah, that was so easy.
So gimp, dude. So gimp. And we're
We're
gonna
never
grief
gonna
you
be
again
griefed.
this week. We're
We're
gonna grief
griefing
you
you. We're
again
not even in the game yet.
today. We're gonna post this. You're gonna click it and have a comment and say how you shouldn't post and don't post. Don't feed these guys. Don't buy into this. But you're gonna post because you can't stop it because you're gimp. And
The mind
it's
of a gimp,
because of
dude.
this. It's 100% chance, like every other game that we've ever been in, that you're gonna get griefed. And that's what I would leave it at. I mean, there was one other one though, Thor, that I promised uh, one of our forum guys posts saying something about that. Hey, you should look into Eve Online because they have 40,000 people simultaneous playing and they pull it off, but there is some lag, but they do pull it off. And I think that was referring to us saying that we didn't, that 10,000 people on a server and we thought that was funny and blah, blah, blah. What I was trying to say, what we were trying to say is that, yeah, we know the technology's out there and we weren't clear on this. Um, but we don't think this company can pull it off. That's what we're trying to say. We think it's laughable that some guy thinks that he's going to have 10,000 people on a game made by some Greeks. It's not going to work, man. And that's where we threw in the comment of that they can't compete with EA. I mean, EA can't, right? So these guys have no
Yeah.
chance of doing that. But we are aware that EVE Online has pulled it off, and we thank you for the post. But yeah, we didn't want you to think that we didn't think it was possible. We just don't think this company it can pull it off. We just don't think they can do it. And I'm never gonna believe it. I mean, it's just not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
Don't
so
mistake
many
yourselves
others.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, don't think that we're saying it's not gonna. I mean, it might have. We don't even know how many servers are gonna be out there. It could have one server, two servers, whatever. They might have 10,000 people at launch, but it's never gonna be sustained 10,000 players. So don't get mistaken and think that we're saying it's not gonna have 10,000 players ever.
Yeah, we're talking about
Don't gimp yourself.
on the server, simultaneous, at the same time, no lag, having a great time, doing your horizontal and your vertical swipe. Oh god, we don't. Yeah,
Just arcing
we.
your arrows, just having a good time.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna just have a grand old time. Game's gonna be just as gimp as every other game. The only thing that's gonna make it better is the players in this one are some of the some of the MMO industry's best.
Yeah, by best, we don't mean you're good. So don't mistake that either, you piles.
Absolute piles.
I mean, there's a million comments exactly like this one out there. Ha 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 ha, LMFAO. A bunch of retards and you're trying to leave your mark at any game you touch? Yeah, right. Well, I mean, they say we're not leaving our mark, but you can't deny it. We leave our mark in every game we play. We didn't say it's a big mark. We never said it was a huge mark but it's a mark. There's a mark on every game that we've played, and you will see it. And I saw another on the forums. Some dude apparently is saying we never mentioned any examples of where we played or anything like that. I think we should
Yeah, we
just
don't
real
have.
quick just run down everywhere we've like all the servers we've played on, so these
I
games
thought we
know
had
what's up.
that. I thought we had that on our website. We don't have that on our website anymore. I
Yeah,
guess
but they're
not.
games. They don't want to go to the website. They're piles. So
Oh well, a few games that they would recognize would be. I guess the main one would be Shadowbane, and I already said that earlier. The Death server. And if you played on that server, there were some good guilds. There were some pretty decent guilds on that server. Some that we played with and stuff like that, and played against. There were actually some pretty decent ones on that game. Mordred, Dark Age of Camelot, Bosny, Devon Cluster, right? Those three. Uh, Age of
yep.
Conan, Tyranny, the Tyranny server, uh, Anarchy Online, Arcade 2. Diablo 2 was US West. What were some other games? Vanguard. I don't remember the name of that server. We weren't there that long.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. We were on Gladden. I don't know. I don't know what other games come to mind.
That's about it for the main
Warhammer.
ones, I think.
Warhammer. We were on
Oh yeah,
Frog
Warhammer.
for a little bit. that didn't take long to just, that game is smoked. What, I guess that's it. That's all I
Yeah, I
can
think
think
that's
of.
about it
Just,
for the list. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, those are the only games we played.
Oh, okay. I got a pretty good comment here. How about this? It's not. He's referencing when we're talking about Darkfall launch. He says it's not a United States launch. It's North America. Acknowledge Canada, you self-centered pricks, and you guys are faggots, by the way, for trying to destroy servers.
Oh my god, is this guy serious? Acknowledge Canada? Why? Canada is a non-factor in the world. And you know how you can figure out if your country is a non-factor or not? If you see our tanks on your soil. You see our tanks on your soil, you got something we need and that we're going to take from you. Until you see our tanks on your soil, your country's a non-factor. What are you guys doing? The only way that you guys can become a factor, Canada, bunch of gimps. The only way you can become a factor in the in the opinion of the world, man, is if maple syrup becomes $1 an ounce. Then we'll be sending our tanks up there. Other than that, man, if your maple syrup's not $1
Yeah.
an ounce, I mean, we're not going to come take it from you. And other than that, I mean, pancakes, they're not that important to us yet. So we're not going to acknowledge Canada. What the hell? Bunch of frogs. Bunch of gimps. What's your next one? I can't even believe that.
That was good. Oh
Acknowledge
gosh.
Canada. Bunch of gimps.
Yeah, well, I mean, there you go. We just did acknowledge Canada. You're a bunch of gimps. So there you go.
Yeah, I hope that's feedback for you.
Yeah, it's feedback. This guy's onto it. He's got a little bit of brain in his skull. Newsflash: this game's going to kill itself. Okay, that's good. And I've never heard of a hog or any other griefer on the radar. All right, well, whatever. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the game is going to kill itself. It's a time bomb. We're just waiting. I mean, it's a time bomb
Yeah.
on a pool of quicksand, just waiting to sink.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
don't know
that
how better to describe
that guy's probably played all the games we've said, and he's making his an educated judgment on it, just like we are. I mean, there's no way it's gonna make it. It's a piece of junk.
it. Yeah, and the difference between that guy right there and all the other gimps on the, making comments and stuff like that is that all the other gimps are just, and I think this is one of the problems with the game, is that all these games have been following the game from day one. As soon as it was announced, Darkfall, okay, this is the concept. As soon as they read that concept and what the game's all about, just hardcore from day one. They're just, I love this game. I can't wait for this game to come out. Just fanatics, pure fanatics from day one. Anyone that says anything bad about the game, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know the game. Stop talking about it. And it's just going to
Yeah,
be full of games like that. And then once they realize that the game's just full of thousands of bugs, hardly any of the concepts they mentioned are even in the game, nothing works, it's going to melt and it's going to explode. And that's why. Time bomb.
we'll be here to report it.
We will. And we'll love every second of it.
Do you have any other Do you have any other comments or?
I think we should respond to the crowd who thinks we're trying to be e-thugs. Like this guy says, wow, haha, trying to sound like e-thugs. There's 20, 30,000 comments everywhere, just all over the internet saying we're trying to be tough and we're e-thugs and oh, these guys got, huge egos, whatever. I mean,
Yeah, I don't get the e-thug thing unless it was because of that music that we put in there or something like that. But I mean, just griefing people, that's not any kind of tough guy thing. That's just a couple guys with the same mindset wanting to ruin your experience. Not a,
yeah, I mean,
I don't even
if
know
you
what a
want some
thug is.
e-thugs and
I'm
you
not a
want,
thug. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, I don't, if you want guys that trying to sound like they're tough and they're cool, just go to you were on it all day yesterday. I know those, like, what is it, guild forums. Everyone's just saying, "Hey, my guild's coming. We're the best. We're gonna kill everybody.
Oh
Get ready for
yeah,
battle."
we're coming in full force.
Full force.
Oh, gimp, dude, full force. Yeah, we're coming in full force with two guys. Watch out.
Yeah, I mean we're e-thugs, dude. Just two thugs. So
Just hats on,
yeah.
sideways with a bandana, black and red, and oh, good.
If you
Not
want
doing that.
thugs, just read. I mean, there's a guy who's made a comment. I'm bringing 5 esports games with me to Darkfall. We're gonna rape everybody. I mean, I
I
wouldn't call
would
that an
not
e-thug. I call that
admit.
a faggot.
I would not admit to someone that my sport